Hi everyone, it's Chris Brew in the North Conway studio. I am joined remotely by Andrea Masters of the North Conway Public Library. Let's bring her in. Andrea, how are you doing on this fine winter day?
I am doing terrific, thank you.
Big news at the North Conway Public Library. You guys have just finished a recent construction, expansion, and renovation, and you're actually open to the public now.
Yes. So construction is finally done and pretty much over with. We still have some minor details to take care of, but yes, it was a huge project. It was a pretty much $4 million project, but we are almost kind of done. And yes, we're open to the public. So that is very, very exciting. Due to COVID, we're not open as usual, but we are open. People can come into the library, check out the new beautiful digs, and can roam around in a controlled manner. We have to follow COVID protocols, but yes, you just have to wear a mask and behave yourself for a change and come in and check it out.
For those, certainly for those who have never been to the Conway Public Library, but even for those who have been before, they're in for quite a shock when they revisit. Tell us about what they're going to find inside the library now.
Okay, remember it's the North Conway Library. You just swallowed the north a little bit. We're in the north end of North Conway Village. And we used to be, or we were known as being the cute little library. Now we're the huge library. We doubled in size. We're like 12,000 square feet big. We're still a beautiful building. We initially were an old historic building originally built in 1911, and we were able to keep that facade and the feel of it. But the inside, we have a very state-of-the-art modern interior, and we're just looking really, really cool. We also have state-of-the-art, speaking of COVID, state-of-the-art ventilation system, so we are very, very safe. We have a turnover filtration of the air, so yes, you have to wear a mask, but all the coronavirus particles get filtered out. What do you see? You see a very cool, nice, modern interior. Although the old part of the building, we kept the old feel of it. Other than that, although we are privately funded, we look and act like a public library, meaning we're free and open to the public. Anybody can come in. Any resident of the Mount Washington Valley can get a free library card there. So no matter what town you're in, Madison, Eaton, Conway, North Conway, Bartlett, Jackson, you can get a free library card there.
Big news coming down the pipe. You guys have just qualified for a matching, or you've received a matching grant, which means we have some fundraising to do.
Yes, we do. The Ham Foundation offered us a $50,000 matching grant, which is awesome news. It is, of course, has to do with our construction project. This new library, I say it's a new building. It's a community center. We see ourselves as a community center in North Conway Village, and it is for the whole Mount Washington Valley, and that is also the mission of the Ham Foundation. So they gave us this $50,000 matching grant, meaning we need to raise $50,000. We need donations worth $50,000 so that the Ham Foundation really gives us their $50,000. In the end, we have $100,000, hopefully, to pay for more for our building. As I said earlier, the whole project was almost $4 million. We were lucky enough to have a very generous donor, Lyman Pope, who gave us $3 million towards the project. The rest is being paid by a capital campaign. Our wonderful patrons were awesome. We have raised more than $500,000 by now, but we still have $300 and something thousand to go. So this grant is very, very helpful, but we still have to come up with $50,000, so we get the $50,000 from Ham Foundation.
That's right. When you're supporting the North Conway Public Library, you're supporting the entire Mount Washington Valley community. This is a community asset, and if you would like to support the community in this way, definitely, I would take a tour in person of the North Conway Public Library. Not only a place where people can get information, get entertained, but also now there's meeting and study spaces inside there. And it's just, again, a great community asset. Contact Andrea Masters, North Conway Public Library for more information to get your tour and support the community. Andrea,
let me add a tiny little thing. It's not only that a library is cool, anybody can look at a cool library. Libraries are always awesome, but the architects that were working on this project, they did a phenomenal job, just integrating the old with the new and the modern. Anybody who has come into the library is blown away. They say this is a project that is a big city project. You expect this in Boston, in a big city, not just, nothing against the Washington Valley, but this is big. This is not just some small town little something. This is big. They did an absolutely phenomenal job. So for that alone, it's worth coming.
This will be a source of community pride for decades, if not centuries to come. So be a part of it. Contact Andrea Masters, North Conway Public Library, for more information on how you can support and help her get this matching grant from the Ham Foundation. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll have to catch up soon and talk to you more, because I'm sure your fundraising efforts are going to evolve as we go into summer. You're very creative about ways to raise money to support the library in this community.
Thanks so much for having me, Chris.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. And the rest of you, you're watching White Mountains TV.